Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Blazekiller, and today we are back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you all the complete history of the mountain character in Lumber Tycoon 2. The mountain character, also known as the Mountain Man, was an anonymous NPC that could be found on the cliffside in between the taiga biome and the volcano. He was later removed, and it's not really certain when he was added, for how long he was added. He was probably added around the beta stage, and we'll talk about why I say that in a second. But this is a really strange kind of NPC that not many people know about. I would venture to say most people probably don't know about this. I didn't know about this until maybe a few years ago, and I haven't made a video about this. So this is a great way to kind of explain this mysterious topic in today's video. We'll talk all about this character. So I think this character is probably added in the beta stage of this game, and we only have one piece of video evidence that I could come upon of this character, and we'll kind of watch that in just a moment. But this video was made in January 1st, 2016, and that kind of falls within the range of the beta stage of this game, of development of this game. And we're going to be going up to where this player was located, where this NPC rather was located, and I'm going to be going up the volcano, and then we'll kind of venture off to where the NPC used to be located. So again, not much is known about this character, the Mountain Man. We'll call him, I guess. How long he was in the game, again, probably the beta stage is when he was added. He was taken out probably within that same stage as well. And he had some dialogue, and we'll get to that in just a second. Now, this is real. This definitely is real. Defaultio was asked about this character, and he said that he used this character as a scale while he was creating the terrain around this area and just around the game more generally. In other words, he kind of used it to help create everything and scale everything so that things were in the right proportion. So you can kind of see where I am, kind of see the route that I took, and I'll kind of fast forward the video that I'm going to show just so you guys can get another angle or another tutorial of sorts of how to get to this location. Again, the character is not there anymore. He is not there anymore, so don't go try looking for him. He's not going to be there. But interestingly, the character was actually anchored to the ground, but previously in previous versions, I guess, of the game, you could actually move the character around. And I guess he might have actually moved around on his own. It's not entirely certain how that worked, but he was actually prone to falling off of the edge of Lumberland and falling into the ocean as well, which is super funny. So he was actually right here, I believe, is where he was originally located, at least in the video. Again, not much is known about how he was able to move and whatnot, so you can go do your own research for more information. And I'm sure if we search deeply into the files and into the history of this game, into the patch notes, the different versions, we asked Defaultio that we could probably uncover some more features about this. But I don't want to take any more of your time. We'll get straight to the point. We're going to kind of be examining this video that I found, and again, from January 1st, 2016, by this creator called Ultimate Randomness. So all credit goes to this creator. And we'll kind of watch this, and I'll provide some commentary over it. So he approaches this mountain character, or the Mountain Man, who has this question mark over his head. He goes up to the character, and this character has some dialogue, but not much, and we'll see what the extent of that is in a second. I've heard some nasty rumors about Gus, obviously some typos in that. The creator of this video says, "What are they?" He says, "I'm never telling," with a lot of exclamation points. And there's not much more to this video. I'll link the full video in the description below if you're curious to watch the extent of it, the entire video, but there's really not much more to it than that. The other option, which says goodbye, just ends the conversation essentially. So there's really not any response that the Mountain Man or the mountain character gives when the player selects that other option. Now, if you might recognize, the mountain character, the Mountain Man, looks oddly similar to another NPC we have in this game, that being Reuven, who is the owner of the land store. And actually, they are not just similar; they appear to be identical in appearance. So, which is really interesting, because it's led many people to believe that this is the same character, that the mountain character, the Mountain Man, became Reuven, I suppose. Now, it's kind of hard to match up, again, the timelines of everything. This video was made January 1st, 2016, during the beta stage, and I believe the land store was added around the same time, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little bit later. It's difficult to kind of find that information. So whether the Mountain Man became Reuven, or is just like an identical copy of Reuven that was used again to help Defaultio scale the terrain, it's not entirely certain. But what does support, I guess, the theory that this is Reuven, aside from the appearance, the identical appearance the two characters, the two NPCs share, is that the response, obviously, when you select "what are they," when the person says, I've heard some nasty rumors about Gus. What are they? I'm never telling. And this kind of goes along with the Rookery Axe, or the Rookery Axe posters that are in the game. And if we go over to the land store, I'll go over in just a second. I'll put it on your screen as well. We have this Rookery Axe poster, one of the 3 Rookery Axe posters, of course. If you aren't familiar, there are 3 Rookery Axe posters that kind of guide the player to getting the Rookery Axe from the den. And long story short, it's pretty much how you get the Rookery Axe in this game. It provides some hints regarding that. So here we are at the land store. This is Reuven. This is the same, again, character and appearance as the Mountain Man. And just behind this wall, there's going to be a poster. I'll put a full thing on your screen right now. Actually, we can see it pretty well. I don't think you need a full image. Rumors about Guzmanok, right? And the Mountain Man said, I've heard some nasty rumors about Gus. Gus, obviously, being short for Guzmanok, almost certainly at least. And this kind of correlates, right? The fact that the Mountain Man mentions rumors about Guzmanok, the fact that Reuven has this hidden poster right here about Guzmanok. So the 2 characters, the 2 NPCs here, the Mountain Man and Reuven, are likely identical. So it kind of builds more lore into this game, which is really fascinating. But not many people know about, again, this lore because the Mountain Man was added and relatively quickly, I think, removed from this game. And besides, he was not really easily identifiable or accessible. You had to go up to the volcano. You had to go down a few layers, a few steps to get to this character. I'm wondering how many videos there are out there, right, of this character. I'm wondering in the comments, let me know if you've actually seen this character in person. Again, this is something that was a long time ago, about 9 years ago, over that, I think, at this point. So very long time ago, but it does, again, kind of build more lore into the history of Lumber Tycoon 2, which is super interesting. So there's not much more I can say about this, partially because we don't know really much more about this, but again, kind of a summary. The Mountain character was an anonymous NPC added to this game around the beta stage, I think, who shares many similarities in appearance to Reuven, the owner of Yes, It's the Land Store, and we think the 2 characters might actually be not just similar in appearance, but identical, given the mention of the rumors about Guzmanok specifically. So super interesting. Hopefully this taught you something new, and taught you something new about the game and the history of this game, and maybe you can have some theories about what this could mean, who these characters could be, how they could be related. Leave those in the comments below. And again, if you've seen this character in person, I'd love to know anything more about your experience with him. So without further ado, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the bell for me so that you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.